Selah. This dress is so cool because not only is it just really comfortable and super affordable, there's so many ways you can wear it. The off the shoulder look, that is very sexy. Ooh, the flower in the hair, let's go. Even with a little black dress, look at how you can take that and really rock it. Now, there's so much to love about this. First and foremost, it's got that V neckline, a plunging V in the front and the back. It's got those wonderful little shoulders that you can adjust based on how tight or how loose you make those little ties. It changes the whole shape of the V. And then there's that empire waistline that gives you such a beautiful, flattering silhouette. Now, keep in mind, we've got so many colors to choose from in prints. We also have 3 different lengths, which is so great. Alice mentioned she's in the petite, which is a 51.5-inch length. I am in the tall, which is a 59.5-inch length. And then right there in the middle, 55.5 in the average lengths. We have this in extra small through 5X. We have all choices except for one. I believe we lost the yellow. Oh, there's 3 dozen. There's 3 dozen. So it's very broken, 3 dozen remain. If you love that yellow, you know it's my favorite, so it made me sad that it's gone. But for all intents and purposes, I'm gonna put this back here so you can see what the other choices are. You just saw beautiful Selah in the black. Look at all of these. Alice is wearing this one. It's so beautiful, that purple palm. And the colors are just so unexpected, the way they've been kind of pop off of the page in ways that you just don't typically see. Here's the navy tropical, and this one is so pretty. You're gonna see our beautiful guest, Kate, in this. And then we've got this fabulous, Tamara was wearing this green tropical floral. That one, I mean, how do you not smile from ear to ear when you see that? I am wearing it in this really pretty black floral. It's got some paisleys and some florals and all kinds of interesting different, well, it's botanicals. It's really kind of an interesting combination of things. Then we have 2 more. Well, actually 1, because the yellow is pretty much gone. The black palm. This is what I think Kate was wearing last hour with Tamara. So if you've been thinking about which choice to make, now is the time to dive in here. We have, I think we're closing in on 15,000 sold already, and this is very early, especially the West Coast. Keep in mind, we've got the toppers. These have been selling like hotcakes. It's always nice to have a little bit of upper arm coverage, and the toppers, they're that perfect open front, more of that waterfall style. We have all the colors that match back. I'm gonna slip into this purple, but you can see all the bright colors that you can use with any one of these incredible prints. So it's been a great day. We are so excited to celebrate spring, summer with you, and one of the most beautiful, elegant dresses. Iman does the best maxi dress. We've known that for years, and so we're gonna introduce this one a little bit earlier in the season than we typically do, because it's time. And it's time to introduce you to my friend Kate Holliday, joining us live in the studio. First time in years.
I know, it's been over 2 years since I've been in the studio, and I'm so happy to be back. HSN was my home for so long, so it's nice to see everybody, see all the friendly faces. I didn't miss the cold though.
Oh, the cold studios.
The cold studios, I did not miss.
I know. Well, it's been an amazing day, and I know you and Iman, together as 2 fashionistas, you know what she does every year.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
This one, I'm gonna put this down because you're wearing it. Let's talk through some of the features that are kind of new to this year's design.
Right, absolutely. We love Iman's, her maxi dresses, right? We can sort of wait for the days when her maxi dresses come out because they're always so comfortable. So it's her signature stretch jersey knit fabric, which we love because it's buttery soft. It's incredibly stretchy. It's got great bounce. It breathes beautifully, so you're not hot in the summer. And of course, it's wrinkle resistant and super easy to care for because we can throw it in the machine, right?
Yeah, we love that.
But this one in particular, I think she's just done such a beautiful job with the design. First of all, we have the V-neck, which is always incredibly flattering. So we've got plenty of room for all of our gorgeous accessories, our chunky jewelry that we love to rock in the summertime, but it's actually a V-neck on the back as well. So you have sort of that added little bit of the sex appeal, if you think about it. You've got your short hair so you can really show it off, or if you're wearing your hair up. But I think what's really beautiful is this, it's an adjustable shoulder.
Yeah.
So it's a little unexpected. You can really have some play here. So if you wanted to sort of cinch it all the way, then it's a little bit more of like a tank style, but then you can also pull this down. It comes down nice and far so that you have more of like a cap sleeve.
Right.
And then you just tie it at the end. And so it's really customizable in that aspect. So you got a little play, get a little fun there, and really customize this to how you want to wear it.
I think that little detail makes all all the difference in the world, because I've actually extended mine a little bit to give me a little bit of coverage in an area that I don't particularly love to show. I think you've done the same. Alice had hers tightened a little bit more, and it made it a different shape at the neck. It was just a really little detail that changes the look quite a bit. This is the topper. I wanted to throw this one on because if you just really want that extra piece, and this one has been extremely popular, these colors go with pretty much any one of the prints. So consider that. I think we'll put that at the side of the screen periodically if you'd like the topper. It was designed to go right back to it. Do you notice the stretch? I mean, what is better than that?
Right, absolutely. So we don't have to worry when we're overindulging at these barbecues over the summer, right? So we want to be comfortable. We want to look pulled together. But I love that it's not restricting. It is a little bit more of an unpure waist when it comes to there is an elasticized waist here. So it really brings you in at the smallest part of your waist here, you know, just underneath your rib cage. So, and then it just glides over the body. It's a nice A-line. So it's not restricting. It's not going to be super tight on the body. Just really incredibly comfortable. And of course, you can't go wrong with all that stretch.
It's true. By the way, I'm wearing this in an extra small tall. I'm typically a small. Are you? Okay. I'm typically a small. I think you are a extra small. But I'm just sharing that because there is lots of what I call wiggle room in terms of sizing. If you go between, feel free to drop down to, you know, a size that maybe you really want to be, or maybe you were before the whole pandemic began. A lot of us aren't the same shape or weight that we were before it all started, but that's okay. When there's garments like this that are so forgiving and so unconditional about our bodies. In fact, how gorgeous is that black on sale? It's just a whole different vibe than even on Jamie, which is great. I mean, it just can be so cashed down, but so dressed up. So you might want to get the black and then a print.
Right,
is my
absolutely.
suggestion.
Absolutely. The black, you can't go wrong. It's your classic LBD. I love the way Sayla's got it off the shoulder, so you could definitely play with it. You know, just play with that shoulder line as much as you want. But it really is just a perfect backdrop for all your accessories this summer.
Oh. That color is so happy. It's just so vibrant, and I think we're all ready for some color. Look at the florals. I mean, they're like exploded blossoms on that beautiful, vibrant green background. Let's go through the color choices again, because I know that is the hardest thing. Is, should I get one? Should I get two? There's one solid, which is the black. The rest are all done in these beautiful prints. There's a green tropical floral. This one is the purple palm. We have it for you in, oh yeah, Kate, you're wearing it in the navy palm.
This is the navy floral tropical.
I'm wearing it in the black floral, this one here. And then the last choice we have, this is such a pretty combo too. This one's really unique from the rest.
Yeah, this is the one that I had on earlier. I thought it was really beautiful because the tones are so muted, and you can really see the depth and dimension here with these darker blues, these navies, this teal, and of course these sort of like desert, sort of orangey colors, like rust colors that she's got there that really complement that blue. Yeah,
this is, the stretch is so lovely. The fact that this doesn't pill or doesn't wrinkle. I mean, the no wrinkling thing is like a ding, 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 ding.
Right, exactly.
Sign me up.
Perfect for traveling. If you're going anywhere this summer, first of all, I'm jealous. Second of all, you can absolutely just roll this up and throw it into your bag, and when you get to your resort, you get to your cruise, wherever it is, then you just pull this out and it's gonna look pristine. It's not gonna look wrinkled.
Oh my gosh, it's so hard to choose. Let's go through each print and then kind of go through some of the colors that are in there, because well, there's so many. This is almost an impossible idea.
Right, I know. It's a little overwhelming, but I love that, you know, Iman really invites us to play when it comes to our clothes. She loves prints. She designs her own prints. These are all exclusive to us here at HSN in her Global Chic line. So, you know, it's kind of a great idea to just look outside the box a little bit. Maybe you're not, you know, necessarily drawn to prints, but this is a really great way to try it, especially when it comes to these palm prints, because they're a little bit more subdued, a little bit more muted. But like this purple, first of all, Iman loves her purple. So she is always gonna give us a gorgeous purple in her line, and I just think it's stunning the way that she's done the dimension and the depths here. Again, we've got this sort of like eggplants, a little bit of fuchsia here. We've got this sort of rusty orange, which is complementary to that purple. So really just a beautiful option. And again, the way that she's placed the palm is vertical, which means that it's very elongating.
Yeah.
So it's gonna make you look a little taller, a little bit leaner. So maybe you are wearing the petite. This way you won't look like you're wearing the petite necessarily.
And that stretch at the waist, I mean, I still can't get over how this black on Selah is it's so elegant. I mean, you could totally go fine dining and black tie with this, right?
Exactly. It almost looks like a different dress.
I agree.
If you think about it. So it really does have a lot of versatility in that.
At $44.95, if you can swing too, because that black is just, you're gonna love it. And then the green is just so happy. Don't forget 5 flex, so it's on everything today, $8.99 to get yours delivered. And right now, the only color we don't have is the yellow. We've got everything else. But don't wait, because with one color being gone this early in the day, that's always so disheartening. I hate that feeling, but that's just the way it works. So all these choices, I'll remind you again, and this one, I'm glad you're loving it. It's this right here. I'll show it to you from top to bottom. The black, excuse me, black floral. Lots, look at the fuchsias and the soft blues and like a butternut kind of color in there too.
Right, a little bit of a gold here. So you really have a lot of colors to play off of. I'm gonna pull it on so you can see how stretchy it is. But you really have a lot of colors to play off of here when it comes to your accessories, your handbags. If you're looking to get one of the toppers, just about any single one of those colors is gonna go back with this. But it really does have a little bit of a paisley feel to it, the way that she's done this floral. So it's really unexpected and a little bit different from other florals that we've been seeing this season.
And look at how nice the sweep is, the skirt part of this dress.
Right.
I mean, it's just, there's so much material here to play with and just enjoy. You can just really live your best life in this kind of material and this kind of design. We've just surpassed 15,000. So it is definitely one of those days to decide early. I know you're gonna be seeing them on throughout the day, and this is just gonna be one of those, will be ticking away. Every choice that's available will certainly become less of an option. This is the purple palm. Alice will be wearing this throughout the show. If you're loving that combination, again, it's not the floral, it's more of a palm, but here again, even an unexpected palm print.
Right. It's very unexpected in that it's very artistic. It's almost like a watercolor print. So it's really beautifully done. So it's not so sort of in your face. It's a little more just subtle, subdued, like we were saying. And I just think the placement on it is really beautiful. And that's something that's important when it comes to things like your prints and your patterns, is the placement and the size, because they're not all created equal, right? So we want to make sure they're very wearable and that they're always very flattering.
The green, this one is just really calling my name. It's called the Green Tropical Floral. The pinks, let's pull that apart, and just so, I mean, those flowers are stunning, aren't they?
You have all the fuchsias, you've got the lavender here, you've got a little bit of teal, and then of course that gorgeous just pop of Kelly, sort of grass green. Yeah. It really is just so hot this summer.
We've got, I do love the one you're wearing. This is so pretty. It's the navy tropical floral, and here again, softer corals and brighter blues and deep greens. So pretty.
Right, absolutely. I think it's beautiful the way that she's done. Again, the complementary colors, having those corals back with that royal and of course the navy. So it's a little bit deeper, a little bit darker colored, a little bit darker tone. But you can see, again, the placement and the size of the florals is just really thoughtful.
Absolutely. You know, for me, I've always been such a fan of dresses because it's so easy. You know, it's like one stop at the closet. In this case, pull it on over your head. There's not a zipper, there's not a button, there's nothing. It's just one and done, and out the door you go, feeling, you know, like a lady. And there's something about that I just think is so much fun. If you could be a little patient with us, my producer is asking, and really the best way to get yours and make sure you get your size and the print or solid that you would like is to either use hsn.com or use our app, which is how I always shop on my phone. In fact, our app, it's a free download, a free upload, however you call it, and that's so convenient. And while you're using the app, we are doing a special promo today that you can save 20% on other purchases. I mean, it's just, except if it's a clearance item or the Today Special, but 20% off today only on a single item purchase. You can just put, I think there's a coupon code BLOOM for today, but 20% off your choice of whatever else you want. We've got shoes, we've got beauty, we've got all kinds of things going on today, jewelry. But once again, if you are making your move, good for you, because this is gonna be one of those days, it's gonna be a hard press to get this all the way to the end of the day. I don't foresee that happening. So, do you have a favorite? I know you've been wearing a couple of them. It's hard.
I know, it is hard, it is hard. I definitely was gravitating more towards the black palm. I just thought it was really beautiful. It's very elegant to me, and I just think the colors are really, really beautiful, but I don't know, I'm kind of starting to feel this green here. I love it on Sonia. It looks beautiful. And again, I love the placement. I love the size of the flowers. It's just so beautiful, incredibly flattering. And again, you were saying we love maxi dresses because they're easy.
Yeah.
We don't have to put an outfit together. It's already done. Yeah. And especially in the summer, if you like having a little bit more coverage, but of course it's so hot outside, this is such a great way to go, especially since we can wear this not only with, flip-flops and sneakers and, throwing on your denim jackets and being super casual, we can also dress this up. So when we're going to those summer weddings, any kind of work functions, baby and bridal showers, this is just gonna be your go-to.
This is the most popular color right now, the green. I love it. It's such a happy choice.
Right, it is.
That's why I think yellow is one of my favorite colors, yellow and orange, because they just make me smile. And this certainly has a pick-me-up kind of emotional connection. Color does wonders. And by the way, I don't know if you heard, but we do have 3 lengths, which is awesome.
Incredible.
51.5 in petite. That's what Alice is in today. You and I are both wearing the tall, which is 59.5. So it's a dramatic difference. And then there's the sweet spot in the middle of 55.5 inches. All sizes too, from extra small to the 5X.
Yes.
So extended sizing there. And with this fabric, Kate, don't you feel like it just kind of glides over your curves?
Right, exactly. It's not clingy. It's, there's nothing sort of like, holding you or constricting you in any way. It's just meant to glide over you beautifully and, again, not constrict you in any way. So, I mean, it just hides a multitude of sins, I think, which I love because I do have a tendency to overindulge when I'm going out. If there's food around, it's hard to stop. So I want to make sure that nobody can tell.
Well, it's true. I mean, and it's just been the stress of, I say this all the time, forgive me if you're bored of my theory here, but 2.5 years of what we've all been through was very stressful. And some of us eat when we're stressed. Some of us do the opposite when we're stressed. Some of us, lost weight during the pandemic, but most of us didn't. And this is kind of meeting us at the outside of that and saying, it's okay, Don't go up a size. I say that because even if you did put on some pounds, it's okay, it'll stretch with you.
Right, exactly. Iman designed specifically to make sure that we go true to size, that we're not second guessing. So we know that when we order our size, we're gonna get the best fit possible, which is why she gives us 3 different lengths, which I can tell you right now, going into a department store, you are not gonna find a petite, average, and tall in a dress that you're looking at. And most of the time, it's gonna be one size, and it's not gonna fit right. I can tell you how many maxi dresses I put on that I love, except they're not maxis, they're middies, right? They hit me like midway through the shin, and I'm like, wait a minute, I thought this was supposed to be a maxi, right? So I wanna have that option, especially if I wanna maybe wear this particular one with heels and I want it a little bit longer. And this one I know I'm gonna wear with my flats and my flip-flops, then I wanna have more of an average size, so.
It's really kind of neat that way. If you're petite, or quite the opposite, because I'm 5'9". What are you?
5'9".
5'9". And I find with the tall option that I'm wearing, I need heels.
Yes.
So it's a really nice long length. And those of us who are tall, we're as challenged as those of us who are petite, because I'm not a fan of the flood water.
Right.
Open up the floodgates kind of look.
Yeah, when it hits you a little funky, and you're kind of like, I don't know, I could have used a little extra length. So it's nice to have the option in the tall that I know I can wear it with my heels, and I'm actually wearing shoes, which normally I don't wear shoes during my shows from home. So, we have to get a little dressed up today. But then I know also if I get the average, then this is gonna go great with my flip-flops, with my, my flat sandals.
Oh boy, which ones are you getting? And I say ones because I really feel like this is, I'm gonna assume you're getting the black because it's just, hello.
Right.
It's, there we go. It's just such a beautiful dress. The rest I love too, but they're more playful. They're more, just whimsical. This black is, oh my gosh, I just can't. I can't say enough on what an incredibly different dress it looks like based on the solid nature of it, but also the way you can work with the shoulders.
Right.
Let's kind of go through that specifically because a lot of people just tuning in haven't seen the difference.
Right, exactly. So the shoulder is completely adjustable. So if you wanted to wear it a little bit more up, you can see it on Jamie. She's got hers a little bit more cinched up. It almost has this sort of goddess draping to it. That's the way I like to look at this shoulder. So it's a little bit more tank style. It still have full coverage. If you want to wear, you know, your favorite bra, you don't have to worry about what undergarment you're wearing. You always have that full coverage. But then you can also sort of uncinch it. So what you do is you just untie it and you pull this sort of sleeve down a little bit. It becomes more of a cap sleeve. So you have more coverage on the shoulder there. You can see Sonia's got hers down a little bit more. I have mine down a little bit more as well. But it even comes down just a little bit farther than that. So if you like to have a little bit more shoulder coverage, then you have that option. And then of course, the way that Sayla's got it sort of off the shoulder, she sort of pulled it down. I know we had Brooke wearing it last night and she had hers off of one shoulder.
Oh, cool.
So I mean, you can really play with this,
yeah,
you know, and accessorize it how you want. You know, it's very customizable, and that's something that Iman wants to make sure that we always have that sort of, you know, ability to create our own looks within her line.
Oh, what a day. What a day, and get ready for some fun this summer. We're putting some details on the screen for you to compare Sayla's size details to maybe what yours might be, and then based on how it might drop. Keep in mind, the petite length is 51.5. Then there's 55.5 average. The tall is a nice, long, tall drink of water at 59.5. It's a hard thing to find a dress long enough when you're a tall gal. So love having those options. Update time. I know we are busy, and again, if you could please use express ordering, it's the best way to get through and make sure you get your print or solid in your size and length before we start getting pretty choppy on sizing. Here's details on Jamie's sizing. She's a 1 or a 2X, she's 5'9", and then bust, waist, and hips. So we do that to help you out. We also do flex pay to help you out, and today, everything's on 5 Flex. It's $8.99 to get this dress delivered today. But the update is this: #1 bestseller in this hour. #2 bestseller in this hour is the Black Palm. So if either of these are catching your eye, I again invite you to put yours in the basket and check out, because when we lose them, we will not be able to do this again. Certainly not at this price. And I don't think Iman really does any repeat of patterns either.
No, she does not. She does not, because she's always looking to the future. She's always moving forward, and she loves print so much. So she's always coming up with something new and something unexpected for us. So
and she's always encouraging us to go with some color.
Yes, absolutely.
It does something magical. This is the tropical floral that you're in, Kate. I do really love that navy background. A lot of the other ones have a dark black background, but this one even more vibrant.
Yeah, it's got that beautiful navy. It's got the royal blues in there, and then these gorgeous sort of desert corals, which I think is really beautiful. It's those complementary colors to blue, but it's also a great neutral. So if you love your navies and you love those darker tones, this is a great way to go, because I think that the floral on it is just placed in such a way, and the colors are in such a way that it's not so overwhelming.
Yeah.
So if you're, you know, new to print, or maybe, you know, print's just not your jam, these are a really great way to sort of step outside the box and just dip your toe in the water a little bit.
Like this one, I find it's such an interesting print that it's almost like a
paisley.
It is like a paisley.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like a paisley, but we've got these gorgeous florals. Again, this is not going to be that floral that you're going to be seeing everywhere this summer, you know, and florals are really hot. They're really popular. So it's nice to see something a little bit different, because you don't want to see yourself coming and going all the time, right?
No, it's
stand
nice.
Out a little bit.
These, exactly. Who wants to, yeah. Oh, the worst thing in the world is walking into a party and somebody's wearing your exact same dress. Has that ever happened to you?
It's like a nightmare. A bad dream.
It's happened to Alice and I several times. A bad dream. The green, I'm so excited that you guys are picking that one up so much this morning. It's really, truly, it is the happiest of all the choices, in my opinion. The most elegant is, of course, the drama of the black. And then, of course, if you want that black palm that you're seeing here on Jamie, that one also very nice and very popular. It's a whole different print than the others. Let's show you up close. I mean, huge, like big overstated palm leaves, which
Yes.
I love the tropical vibe.
Yeah, they're like that watercolor print that we were talking about, so a little bit more artistic. And I just think the depth and dimension with the colors that she chose are really beautiful. And of course, Iman loves her purple, so she's got to give us that gorgeous purple option. But you can see how we just have a little bit more eggplant back with the lavender. And then of course, this sort of like desert orange here that really just kind of pops off and, you know, does that complement.
So 2 palms, one in the black and one in the purple. And then, of course, the florals, we've got the navy and the green. And let's put those side by side because if you have to decide between a print or a pattern and a color, just putting the 2 options next to each other. And then the unexpected little number is this one, the black floral that I chose to wear today. I don't know, I just really love the combination of all these colors. Note that the toppers are, excuse me, so easy to match back to any one of these choices. And we'll talk about the toppers in just a moment. But we are passing 16,000 and counting fast here on this Saturday morning. So celebrating a little bit earlier than we typically do with Iman's annual traditional favorite, her maxi dress, done right again.
Right, we wait for her maxi dresses to come out, especially this time of year, because it's like, oh my God, okay, it's starting to get a little warm outside. Starting to get a little hot, so it's definitely maxi dress season. So Iman's, you know, given us once again just a beautiful hit, and I think that this one to me is definitely my favorite. I think so far.
Of all the maxis?
Yeah, the fit, the prints that she's chosen, the colors that she's chosen, I think are really, really special this year.
Well, we are seeing 1, 2, and 3 most popular choices right now. The black, yay, absolutely. Selah, you need to make some special plans later because you look great, girl. The Jamie is wearing that black palm. That is the number 2 bestseller. But the number 1 is the green on Miss Sonia. It's just what a great combo with that beautiful red hair of yours, Sonia. That green is just so vibrant.
It really is. And what's beautiful about this is that because it's that stretch jersey net fabric that we know when we wash it, it's always gonna stay that color, right? Because this fabric, the fabric doesn't fade, it doesn't pill, it's wrinkle resistant, it's not gonna lose its shape. So you know you can wash it in the machine, tumble it dry, and it's gonna come out looking exactly the same as it went in.
Oh, and there's the cute little, you can see the tie on the shoulder. That is very adjustable. If you are just tuning in today, that is completely adjustable, and it changes the way it falls at the neck, it changes the way it falls in the back, which is another V, but it also gives you a little bit more upper arm coverage if you extend those out a little bit versus cinching them up nice and tight, more of like a tank style. It gives you just a different effect.
Right, exactly. You can see it on Jamie. She's got it cinched up a little bit tighter. And then, of course, on Sonia, it's a little bit looser. So, I mean, it really just it looks like an entirely different neckline.
It does, which I think, I don't know, I love things that serve multiple purposes in my life, fashions included. The Today Special, 793-317. We are moving on to a couple other things, but keep in mind, it's still here. Even though we're moving on doesn't mean you can't continue ordering it. So the solid black, there's the black palm, 2 florals, one in the green, one in the blue, and then this black floral that I am wearing, but then there's this beautiful purple palm. The matching toppers, this is just a quick, let's see, why don't you grab one? And I mean, you could literally